Hello traders, this is Reza for Trading Algo X. I'm going to just briefly show you the Algo X 2.0 dashboard here. So basically you have the main chart right up here. Up here you have the indices displayed. Before we used to have only the S&P 500, now we have the S&P 500, Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ indices up here. In the middle here is the Algo X oscillator part. We're all familiar with that, the overbought and oversold oscillator. And down here we have the auxiliary oscillators that we've come up with for Algo X 2.0. We'll tell you a bit more about what these mean and how they're calculated in the next video. In this one we're just going to show you how the dashboard works. Down here you have the chart options, so essentially you can display which security to display. The S&P, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, whatever you pick will end up here in the indices section. You can also display which auxiliary indicator you want displayed down here. So you can have market velocity and speed, aggressiveness, tick thrust, and dollar value. These are all new indicators which we'll explain a bit later. The data panel up here, it's pretty self-explanatory. You have the indices here and the real-time values of some of the auxiliary indicators right here. Here you have the market indication, so it can either be overbought, oversold, or neutral. Right now we have neutral, and we'll show you how that changes. In the admin messages and news alert section, you have real-time financial news courtesy of our partners at Financial Juice. And basically you have admin messages, you can have alerts messages, everything goes in here. You can click the system button, you can essentially take away news if you don't want it. You can filter out alerts, anything you want. The logs, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory here. It's just the logs of what's happening when things are loaded and stuff like that. So we can go ahead and minimize this. Down here we have the alerts and sound control panel. You can set visual alerts. So in Algo X 1.0 you didn't have any control over when you wanted the overbought or oversold indications. Now you do. So we usually set the overbought or oversold at level 5. You can see it's up here, but you can set it at whatever level that you want. For example, if you want to be alerted and you want to call the market overbought when the Algo X goes over level 4, you can just type in 4, or you can even type in a decimal like 4.2, and essentially that will move the overbought line down to 4.2. So whenever that crosses 4.2, you can see it. As well, you're going to get a visual alert here calling the market overbought, and you're going to get a visual alert with the timestamp right here in the messages section. Similarly with oversold, we're working on an email alerts section. If you're not on here, you can still get alerts when the market crosses your levels via email. The sound alerts, if you're familiar with Algo X 1.0, you know the sound alerts at level 5, level 6, level 7, level 8, and level 9 sound alerts. We still have those. You can unclick them if you don't want to hear a level 5 alert or any of the other ones, and you can click them if you do want to hear them. Custom indicator alerts are down here. You can basically set a custom indicator threshold level on any of the auxiliary indicators or the Algo X indicator. For example, let's say you want the aggressiveness factor. Whenever you cross level 200, you want to be alerted to it. So crossing level 200 from below, below to above, except you have that alert here. So whenever it crosses a level 200 from below, you're going to get that alert. Similarly, the aggressiveness factor can dip below 0 and can go to negative 200. For example, you can have the same thing. So you can ask for negative 200, crossing from above to below. So essentially when it drops below negative 200, you can get an alert. You can set that here. You can also set, for example, the market speed and velocity. So let's say, for example, you want market speed when crosses 2000, you want to be alerted from below to above, accept. And that essentially remembers your settings for the next time you come on, and will alert you the instant that these cross your threshold. You're going to get an alert here, and you're going to get a brief sound alert. So that's just a quick description of this panel. We'll do more in detailed videos of what the auxiliary indicators mean and how they're calculated. Don't forget, on the right side of the screen you have the option to give us some feedback. Feel free to write back, tell us what you think, and tell us if there's any features that you want requested. Take care, have a good trading day.